EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go from Ford Field. To return is Ricky Pearsall. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. First set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Now, faking the give. Quickly to the outside and complete.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. He'll drop to throw. Open receiver, the former Gator, it's Ricky Pearsall. They pick up 17 through the air, and that will be a first down.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here?
That is caught. What a throw for the score. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
Next to score, visitors 7, Lions nothing.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here to take it back, Quez Watkins. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run, and for the first time, it's Jonathan Brooks. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught. Travis Kelce. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
You have a tight end motioning left here. Back to throw. That's into the hands of Jonathan Brooks.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
2nd down and 3. Here's a handoff to Brooks. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
They'll try and run it with Brooks.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
They'll look to throw. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
This offense came into this drive hoping to extend their narrow lead, Mike, but instead, after 1st down, they find themselves in 2nd and forever following that big sack right out of the gate.
He'll look to throw. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This returnable from inside his own 40. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Brought in by Chris Olave. Down the right sideline. And he will score. Chris Olave. Touchdown, Lions. Well, that was a pretty easy touchdown. He was wide open, Greg. Easy chance to close the deal, and they do with a touchdown.
And Mike, it just appears to me that's just a breakdown defensively. You can't allow a receiver to not only be so open it's an easy pitch and catch, but then to have the space to operate after the catch to finish that one off in the end zone.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. On the return, here's James. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. They'll throw out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settle themselves into this game. Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take them down in the backfield for a loss.
Oh, the coverage was great. They gave him no room to operate and made him pay for catching the ball. First and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He locates the open man. That's Christian Kirk.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
On the ground, this is Jalen Wright. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Kirk is the motion man. To the air now on 1st and 10. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
That'll be caught. It's Jalen Wright. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. It is a big play there for the Lions. It's a gain of 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things It's first and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. They've got it at the 8, first down and goal. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. He's got it at the 3, to the goal line and in. Brock Bowers, touchdown Detroit. Now Aubrey for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions will move out to a 14-7 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Pearsall gonna return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's first and 10. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. He'll find his open man. That's Brandon Ayuk. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one. He's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Here's their punter now, as he's on here to punt this one away. A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. They send the tight end in motion. Throwing now on first and 10. And that one is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Could they have called the push-off there? That one intercepted. And he is just going to waltz works his way in. The pick six. A touchdown for the defense. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick six.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Wes Watkins going to bring it back. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Right back to the air following that pick six. The pass rush gets home and he goes down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And with a flag down, he goes down. They get him for the sack, and that flag is probably on the offense as well. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. The rush gets there. He goes down back inside the 5-yard line. Nick Bosa, the former All-Pro, in there for the sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
This will be returned from just beyond midfield, and he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The motion man here is Mitchell. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. That's a slant to Ayuk. And that is not going to work out as planned. A tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and they're going to get him down close to the marker. Was he able to reach the ball out? He did. Great spot and a great run. 1st down, 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. They'll go with him again. A second effort, and he is in for the touchdown. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now Watkins on the return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll run with Wright. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
Back on the ground and back to Wright. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Looked to me like the quarterback had the option to pull that and make it a throw, but he decides to give it. Probably wishes looking back that he would have pulled it because there was nowhere for that running back to go.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth first half. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. Third down, 3 to go. Gets that one complete to his tight end, Bowers. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're
under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball, that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
Man down the field, it's Olave. And he's out of bounds, mark him down right at the 10-yard line. A huge play just before the half. A gain of 57 yards. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. They'll run out of the gun with Wright. And he will power his way into the end zone. Jalen Wright. Touchdown, Lions.
That's a heck of a run right there. And I can't tell you, Mike, how many running backs coaches I've heard over the years say, your responsibility with the ball is to make the first guy miss. We can't block everybody on the field. That's the role of a good running back, and you see it here. All it takes is one missed tackle to get this guy in space, and he's able to do the rest with his legs and take it all the way.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, here's James. He'll get across to 20, mark him down to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
They got there and hurried, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw, and that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there.
At their own 36-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 36. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line.
And the Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. His kick is perfect. And the Lions get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead. So we've reached halftime here at Ford Field, and the Lions have the lead. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. 3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. Now, Watkins on the return. Very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. On first down, a run for right. Down the sideline, past the 40. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They run again with Wright. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Up from the secondary, Diamador Lenore with the stop.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Tight end going in motion here. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Here's Walker. Touchdown, Detroit.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, here's James. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. And his offense is good. with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Lions take over first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On the ground, this is right. Gets to the edge at the 30. The speed on display. He's in. Jalen Wright. Touchdown, Lions. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about, and they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, here's James. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. On second down, it's Daniels. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
3rd and 2. Here's Daniels. And this ball incomplete on third down.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential. Your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
He's got his man, complete to Pearsall.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on 4th down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards. Throwing again, Daniels. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. Now a handoff, running right. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. Sending a receiver right. Throwing on second down, Daniels. And he'll take it on in. Brandon Ayuk has a touchdown.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with a touchdown here, and Now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. A carry here for Wright. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Putting the tight end in motion. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's going to air this one out. That is brought in. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line.
When he continues to play at this level, Mike, it just makes this team so hard to beat. It's the combination of leading both long, sustained drives and being able to strike in bunches. It puts so much pressure on these defenses, and with the way today's game has gone, doesn't look like he has any plans on slowing down.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
To the right side, hauled in by Kelsey.
Good drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
They'll throw here. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the visitors are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. Going for it all. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, anytime you decide you're going to air it out, backed up on your own goal line, the defense understands the risk. They understand the quarterback wants to get that ball out of his hand fast. They're going to take some chances, jump some routes, and they're lucky that wasn't a pick six, and instead, just resulting in that turnover.
Head up. This is right. He's got space inside the 25. And he's out of bounds in great shape down at the 15-yard line. He'll look to throw. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play.
Brings up 2nd down at the 39-yard line.
Second and 7. On the give, it's right. Good running there. He's got the first down. inside the 30.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And now it's fourth down. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Lions add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Pearsall gonna return it. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
First down and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Daniels. Throwing right, it's taken in. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense, just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
Daniels to throw on second down. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down. Throwing is Daniels. That'll be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
A give here to Wright. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
He'll get this out wide, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. From out of the gun, he'll throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. The Lions will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Daniels now on 1st down. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. Pass downfield is caught by Brown. They'll go play action here with Daniels. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And the Lions will take over here at their own 12.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. Gets that one complete to his tight end Bowers. That catch number 40 on the season for him. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. A shotgun handoff to right. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. One final kneel down here inside the 40-second mark. Should be enough to put this one on ice. So it's a win here for the Lions. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago, respond with a much better overall performance, and it culminates in a victory.